Forget the drone swarms. In 2026, when an army needs an entire grid square utterly erased from existence, they send in the apex predators. Imagine the unmistakable heavy thud of rotor blades vibrating in your chest. By the time you hear it, it's already too late. You are locked in by thermal optics and 200 pounds of precision-guided. Hellfire is seconds away from turning your position to ash. Today, we are ranking the top 10 attack helicopters on the planet, from the absolute worst to the undisputed best. We've stripped down the classified specs, analyzed the newest battlefield upgrades, and ranked these flying tanks based on pure, unfiltered lethality. Hit that subscribe button and do not skip ahead. You need to see exactly why the machine's sitting at our number. One spot is so devastating, it is completely rewriting the laws of modern warfare. Let the countdown begin. What happens when a legendary, billion-dollar military icon goes head-to-head with a completely overhauled 26 flying tank? One rules the skies and the other becomes burning scrap metal. Today, we are ranking 10 attack helicopters from worst to best, and the results are going to shock you. We are exposing the overrated machines that look good on paper but fail in actual combat, and stacking them up against the absolute apex predators of the sky. Machines armed with depleted uranium and AI-driven targeting that never ever miss. Drop a comment below right now and guess which famous chopper takes the #1 spot. But be warned, the hierarchy of aerial warfare has changed. The monster waiting at the end of this video makes the helicopters of the past look like children's toys. Strap in, smash the like button, and let's tear into the definitive ranking of global firepower. Number 10, Mi-24 Hind, Russia. The purpose. We begin with the machine forged in the paranoia of the Cold War. The Mi-24 Hind. This is not just an attack helicopter. It is a flying infantry fighting vehicle. Its purpose was to storm into heavily contested airspace, drop 8 heavily armed commandos into the meat grinder, and then rain catastrophic fire upon the enemy. Why it's deadly? The Hind is heavily armored, wrapped in a titanium tub that protects the pilots from heavy machine gun fire. It bristles with rocket pods, anti-tank missiles, and a chin-mounted Gatling gun, a weapon capable of firing 4,500 rounds per minute, literally sawing unarmored vehicles in half. Real-world use. From the mountains of Afghanistan in the 1980s to the brutal trench warfare of Eastern Europe today, the Hind has shed blood on almost every continent. It is a veteran of endless slaughter. Why it is dangerous to face? Facing a Hind is a psychological nightmare. It is massive, loud, and relentless. It is dangerous to use because its sheer size makes it a magnet for modern man-portable air defense systems. And manpads, it sits at number 10 because its avionics are aging in 2026, and its maneuverability is sluggish compared to modern rivals. But make no mistake, if a Hind locks onto your position, your survival rate drops to 0. Number 9, Denel Rooivalk, South Africa. The purpose. At number 9 is the Denel Rooivalk. Born from the unforgiving isolation of South Africa in the late 20th century, this machine was built for one specific purpose: to wage long-range, unsupported warfare across the brutal, dusty expanses of the African bush. Why it's deadly? The Rooivalk is entirely self-sufficient. It carries the Mokopa anti-tank guided missile, a weapon with a 10-kilometer range designed to punch through reactive tank armor like paper. Mounted on its nose is a 20 F2 cannon, linked directly to the pilot's helmet. Wherever the pilot looks, the gun follows, delivering high-explosive fragmentation rounds with pinpoint, terrifying accuracy. Real-world use. It has seen deep combat in the Democratic Republic of Congo, flying escort and precision strike missions, where it utterly decimated rebel strongholds with 0 friendly casualties. Why it is dangerous to face? The Rooivalk is dangerous because it is a phantom. It operates in environments that would choke the engines of Western helicopters. It tracks you from miles away, completely unseen, before dropping a Mokopa missile on your armor. It ranks at number 9, solely due to its limited production numbers and lack of 2026 digital battlefield integration. But in a one-on-one fight in harsh terrain, the Ruivolk is an absolute butcher. Number 8, Thai T-129 attack, Turkey, Italy. The purpose. Number 8 introduces the scalpel of the sky, the T-129 ATAC, built jointly by Italy and Turkey. This is a lightweight, hyper-agile attack helicopter designed specifically for hot and high mountain warfare. When heavier helicopters gasp for thin air, the T-129 thrives. Why it's deadly? Do not let its smaller size fool you. The ATAC is a concentrated dose of venom. It is armed with the El-UMTAS long-range anti-tank missile and the Sirit 70mm laser-guided rocket. Its avionics suite is state-of-the-art for 2026, featuring millimeter-wave radar and multispectral targeting sensors that can identify a human heat signature hiding deep inside a cave network. Real-world use. The T-129 has been ruthlessly tested in the mountains of the Middle East, conducting surgical strikes against entrenched guerrilla forces, proving its lethality in complex, high-altitude terrain. Why it is dangerous to face? It is dangerous because you will never hear it coming until it is too late. It uses the terrain to mask its approach, popping up from behind a ridgeline for exactly 3 seconds, just long enough to laser target, fire a missile and vanish. The terror of the attack lies in its surgical precision. You aren't destroyed by a carpet of blind fire. You are executed by a highly calculated, unescapable sniper shot from the sky. Number 7, Kaik WZ-10, China. The purpose. Coming in at number 7 is the rising dragon of the East, the Kai CWZ-10. This is the backbone of China's aerial strike capability, purpose-built to destroy heavy armor, formations and assert total dominance over the Pacific Theater and the Taiwan Strait. Why it's deadly? As of the 2026 updates, the WZ-10 has been retrofitted with advanced graphene armor plates, incredibly lightweight but capable of stopping heavy caliber armor-piercing rounds. It wields the Blue Arrow 21 air-to-ground missile, operating at extreme standoff ranges. Furthermore, it is fully integrated into China's massive drone swarm network, allowing it to see targets designated by unmanned scouts hundreds of miles away. Real-world use. While its full-scale combat record is heavily classified, it conducts aggressive live-fire patrols, acting as a direct deterrent and a highly visible threat to any opposing force in the region. Why it is dangerous to face? The danger of the WZ-10 is its network. You are not fighting one helicopter. You are fighting the entire Chinese military grid. If a WZ-10 sees you, every artillery battery and drone in a 100-mile radius knows exactly where you are. To use it is demanding, requiring pilots to manage an overwhelming flow of digital combat data. But to be hunted by it is a death sentence by 1,000 unseen cuts. Number 6, Eurocopter Tiger Mk3, France, Germany, Spain. The purpose. Number 6 is the European assassin. The Eurocopter Tiger, specifically the brand new 2026 Mk3 variant. This helicopter was designed with one philosophy: survive by remaining undetected. Why it's deadly? The Tiger is constructed almost entirely from carbon fiber and Kevlar composites. It has a drastically reduced radar cross-section and thermal signature. The Mk3 update has transformed it into a digital warfare node. It carries the MAST-F, Missile Air Assault Tactique Future, and PARS-3 LR, fire-and-forget missiles. A Tiger can lock onto 4 separate tanks, ripple-fire 4 missiles in 2 seconds, and dive back behind cover before the first missile even impacts. Real-world use. It has delivered brutal, precise devastation in Afghanistan, Libya, and Mali. It operates in the dead of night, hunting insurgent convoys with thermal optics that turn pitch-black darkness into broad daylight. Why it is dangerous to face? Facing a Tiger Mk3 is pure psychological torment. There is no radar warning. There is no loud engine roar. The first indication that a Tiger is hunting you is the catastrophic explosion of the vehicle driving next to yours. The danger in piloting the Tiger lies in its lighter armor. It relies entirely on stealth and speed. If it gets caught in the open, it can be brought down. But a skilled Tiger pilot will never let you see them. You will just die in the dark. Number 5. Bell AH-1's Viper, USA. The purpose, entering the top 5, is the United States Marine Corps' apex predator, the Bell AH-1Z Viper, nicknamed the Zulu. This is not a defensive weapon. It is an aggressively forward-deployed, ship-to-shore maritime strike platform, designed to spearhead amphibious invasions and turn enemy coastlines into graveyards. Why it's deadly? The Viper is the only attack helicopter in the world fully integrated with the AM-9 Sidewinder air-to-air missile. It does not just hunt tanks. It hunts fast-moving enemy jets and other helicopters. Its target sight system, TSS, is so powerful it can read a license plate from miles away. It carries up to 16 Hellfire missiles, or the new Joint Air-to-Ground Missiles, JAGM, alongside a 3-barrel 20mm Gatling cannon. Real-world use. The Viper is the tip of the spear for Marine expeditionary units across the globe. It provides terrifyingly close air support, hovering just above friendly troops to deliver devastating, danger-close fire upon entrenched enemies. Why it is dangerous to face? The Viper represents pure, unadulterated American aggression. It is fast, highly maneuverable, and carries enough explosive yield to wipe out a small town. The danger to the enemy is its dual threat capability. You cannot escape it on the ground, and you cannot outfight it in the air. The Zulu will lock onto your heat signature, vaporize your armor, and then shoot down your air support, leaving nothing but burning wreckage in its wake. Number 4. Leonardo AW249 Fenice, Italy. The purpose. At number 4 is the bleeding edge of 2026 warfare. The Leonardo AW249 Fenice, as the newest attack helicopter on the planet, replacing the aging Mangusta. The Fenice was designed specifically for the modern, high-threat, electronic warfare environments of the mid-21st century. Why it's deadly? The AW249 is a technological titan. Powered by massive GE CT-7 engines, it boasts a staggering 3,200-kilogram payload. It is heavily armored but uses a stealthy, faceted fuselage to deflect radar waves. It comes standard with advanced drone control capabilities, meaning the Fenice pilot can order a swarm of kamikaze drones to fly directly into enemy anti-air radar before moving in for the kill with ultra-long range Spike ER-2 missiles. Real-world use. Entering active service in the mid-2020s, the AW249 is currently rewriting NATO's tactical doctrines, preparing for high-intensity, near-peer conflicts where electronic jamming and drone swarms dictate the victor. Why it is dangerous to face? The Fenice is a master of electronic death. If you try to jam its radar, it will track your jamming signal and destroy the source. It is dangerous because it represents the perfect fusion of brute force armor and high-tech digital superiority. Facing the AW249 means you are fighting a machine that already knows your location, has blinded your radar, and has dispatched a lethal drone to your coordinates before it even pulls the trigger. Number 3. Mi-28NMO Havoc, Russia. The purpose. We enter the top 3 with an absolute monster of heavy metal, the Mi-28NM Havoc. If the Tiger is a scalpel, the Havoc is a 20-ton sledgehammer. It was built with one brutal objective: to fly directly into the teeth of enemy air defenses, absorb staggering amounts of battle damage, and obliterate massed armored columns. Why it's deadly? The Havoc is essentially a flying vault. The cockpit is wrapped in heavy titanium and ceramic armor, capable of withstanding direct hits from 20mm armor-piercing rounds. Its chin-mounted 30mm Shipunov 2A42 cannon is the same weapon mounted on Russian tanks. It doesn't just pierce armor. It rips vehicles to shreds through sheer kinetic force. The NM variant, the latest 2026 update, features a massive mast-mounted radar and carries the devastating Chrysanthemum and LMUR missiles, striking from up to 15 kilometers away. Real-world use. The Havoc has seen relentless, savage combat in Syria and Eastern Europe. It is deployed as a blunt force instrument to crush enemy offensives, often returning to base riddled with bullet holes that would have shattered any Western helicopter. Why it is dangerous to face? The terror of the Havoc is its unstoppable nature. You can shoot at it, you can hit it, and it will simply turn its 30mm cannon toward your muzzle flash and erase your entire bloodline. It is dangerous to pilot because its heavy armor makes it less agile, requiring the crew to commit fully to the attack. But to the enemy on the ground, the Havoc is the embodiment of doom, an armored wall of lead and fire that refuses to fall out of the sky. Number 2. Kamov Ka-52M Alligator, Russia. The purpose? Taking the number 2 spot is a machine that defies the very laws of aerodynamics. The Kamov Ka-52M Alligator. It is a dedicated command, control, and heavy strike platform designed to lead wolf packs of other helicopters into the most lethal and highly contested airspaces on the planet. Why it's deadly? The Alligator abandons the traditional tail rotor. Instead, it uses massive counter-rotating coaxial main rotors. This gives it physics-defying agility. It can strafe sideways at 60 miles per hour and perform flat turns that would rip the tail off a normal helicopter. It is the only attack helicopter in the world equipped with pilot ejection seats. Explosives blow the rotor blades off, and rockets blast the pilots to safety. The 2026 MIRN variant features an active electronically scanned array AESA radar and the horrific Izdeliye 305 LMUR cruise missile, allowing it to destroy targets from 15 kilometers away while hovering behind a mountain. Real-world use. The K-52 has been the centerpiece of the bloodiest helicopter warfare seen since Vietnam in the skies over Ukraine. It has inflicted unimaginable losses on armored columns, while many have been shot down, forcing rapid tactical evolution. It remains the most feared Russian asset in the sky. Why it is dangerous to face? The Alligator is a nightmare because of its agility and payload. It can carry 2 tons of munitions, including massive 122mm unguided rockets that create artillery-level devastation. Facing a K-52 means facing a machine that can sidestep incoming fire, lock onto your tank from beyond the horizon, and unleash a barrage of high explosives that will turn your vehicle into a molten tomb. It is a brutally unforgiving machine of war. Number 1. Boeing A-64E Apache Guardian, USA. The purpose, and finally at number 1, the undisputed, unrivaled, absolute god of war. The Boeing AH-64E Apache Guardian, specifically the Block 6 and Block 7 updates of 2026. This is not just a helicopter. It is the most lethal, technologically dominant, and combat-proven ground attack system in human history. Its purpose is total battlefield supremacy. Why it's deadly? The Apache Guardian operates in a realm no other helicopter can touch. Through manned-unmanned teaming, MUM-T, an Apache pilot can take direct control of multiple military drones miles away, seeing through their cameras and launching their missiles. It is armed with the new Joint Air-to-Ground Missile, JGM, which uses dual-mode radar and laser seekers, meaning once fired, the missile cannot be jammed, evaded, or stopped. It will hunt its target until it connects. But the most terrifying weapon on the Apache is the 30mm M230 chain gun. This weapon is directly slaved to the pilot's helmet. Wherever the pilot looks, the gun instantly swivels to stare at the exact same spot. If the Apache pilot simply looks at you, 600 rounds of high explosive, dual-purpose ammunition per minute will turn your position into red mist and shrapnel. Real-world use. Operation Desert Storm, Afghanistan, Iraq. The Apache has single-handedly destroyed thousands of tanks, bunkers, and enemy combatants. It operates flawlessly in zero visibility, utilizing the longbow millimeter wave radar to track 128 targets simultaneously, prioritizing the top 16 most dangerous threats and sharing that data with every other Apache in the sky instantly. Why it is dangerous to face? The Apache Guardian sits at number 1 because there is absolutely no defense against it. By the time you hear its rotors, you are already dead. You cannot hide from its thermal optics. You cannot outrun its Jager missiles. You cannot survive its 30mm cannon. It is the ultimate expression of aerial dominance. To fight an Apache is to commit suicide. It is a merciless, hyper-intelligent killing machine that has perfected the art of slaughter. You have just witnessed the ultimate hierarchy of destruction. These 10 machines represent the pinnacle of human engineering dedicated entirely to the art of war. From the flying vaults of Russia to the digital, drone-commanding reapers of the United States. The sky in 2026 is a terrifying place. If this deep, brutal analysis gave you the full update you were looking for, then you need to be subscribed to this channel right now. We do not sugarcoat the reality of warfare. We give you the cold, hard, dangerous facts. Hit that subscribe button immediately. Smash the like button so the algorithm knows you demand real military analysis. And drop a comment down below right now. If you had to pilot one of these monsters into a combat zone, which one are you choosing and why? Do not miss our next upload. The battlefield is always evolving, and we will be here to break down every single weapon that shapes it. Stay vigilant. See you in the next one.